Hi guys, well, we're back. My last project pen update for 2018, and to be honest I will probably just roll over and start with update number 1 in 2019, because I like my makeup routine at the moment, so I don't want to change too much with it. The most of the products will stay in which are not finished yet, and I will just continue like I did this year in 2018 and just finish up stuff, I guess. First thing, I will start with all the empties. I emptied up the Reserve Your Cabana, which I repressed into the Burberry Compact. All gone. I scraped a little bit even. So really happy, used it up. Probably will clean up the compact because it's quite a nice sturdy compact and I like to repress things in it. So happy though. Reserve Your Cabana is gone. Heard, by the way, that it's discontinued by Wet n Wild, which is a bit of a shame. But can't change that, I guess. Then next one empty. This was what I used as a setting spray. This is from Tony Moly. Well, I don't know if it was actually supposed to be setting spray. That's just like a moist mist. I used it on face and body. It was a 60ml one, and I literally used it up within a month, which is why there's no mark from previous amount. It was a really nice light peach smell, so it was really easy to use that one up actually, because you can also use it as a kind of body spray. Really liked it. So next one. This is what I used as a perfume. I hope I said the name correctly. Omorovicza, Budapest, Queen of Hungary mist. You can see here the months. Last month went quite quickly. It felt like, it looks like the gap is much bigger, but actually the bottom, the glass bottom, is really high. So I used roughly the same amount every month. I really like this one. It's a very musky mist, not very sweet, which I really liked, and I liked using it. It was a nice sprayer as well. It's empty, it's gone. What can I say? Next one empty, Wet n Wild. This was the mattifying powder from Wet n Wild. This was like a white powder. Used it all up. Happy with that. I thought I would actually show a massive pen this month, but then it was suddenly empty because the pen was actually quite thin. So it was quite easy to use that one up, and once I hit pen, it was literally gone really quickly. It was a 6-gram size, which surprised me that it's supposed to be 6-gram size, because it was gone within a month, I think, a month or two. So it's gone though now. I'm happy about that, because setting powders I have quite a lot, and I'm happy to tackle the next few ones. Then the next one, let me start with this one. This one was the Clinique mascara. It was a small sample size in normal black. Really like this one. It wasn't like the best mascara from kind of, let's say, making it very volumizing, but it was a good black mascara. It didn't irritate my eyes, which is quite nice, and I like the brush up applicator. Oops. It was a normal brush. I really like that. So finished it up. And one mascara I will actually declutter. This one is the one from e.l.f., which I put at the same time on the project pen. I thought I was using this one on the lower lash line. It has a really weird tiny little brush. There we go. It's not empty. I just got so annoyed by it. I tried to use it and it goes on not the best because of the tiny brush. Try to use it only on the lower lash line. Still, it was a struggle because that brush is also quite bendy, and it was a pain to take off as well. Even with oil makeup remover, it just went into these lumps which I then had over in my face everywhere, and it just really annoyed me as a product. So I'm sorry, e.l.f., but you have to go. Sometimes you just need to let go. Next one is another proper empty though. This one was the Meteorites CC Glow from Guerlain. This was like, I don't know, like a concealer stick kind of product. Although I didn't really use it as a concealer. I just used it a bit spotty all over the face and then bounced my foundation on top of it. And I actually found it quite nice. It was like an orangey tone and it gave quite a nice undertone. It actually really quite suited the foundation I used, so really like that. By the way, I used it with the La Couleur foundation, so that was quite good, and I used it up, so it can go. And another product which I will declutter because I'm finally giving up. This is the Rodial concealer, cream concealer in the color Aspen 01. I did really try. You can see actually. You can see there is a good dip in the pan. I really tried, but this concealer, I don't know if it's old or I don't know, it's just crap. It's just utter crap. I'm sorry to say that, but it creases, it doesn't spread nicely. Not even the coverage for the coverage seems to be alright when you use it and you swatch it, but as soon as you have it on your skin, there we go. Actually, it doesn't even look that good, because usually cream concealers have quite a good coverage, but this one, I do not like it. I tried to set it, that didn't do anything. It just literally would do a mess on my face, and no foundation would like it to go with it, so I'm really sorry, this one has to go. I might have a look if I want to keep the the compact for repressing anything else, but this one, for now, the concealer itself, it just has to go, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go to the next products. Bronzer I used this month again was my Kiko Milano one. Really like this one, huge. The dome is still there. I feel like the dome is getting a bit flatter, but it's a bit tricky because it will take ages until I hit pan on this one. This size is just huge. It's 20 grams. Love this bronzer though. I think I set it a few times. It just smells like chocolate. What I will do though is I will clean up the compact a bit, because as you can see it got a bit grubby. And I will actually start some of my smaller bronzers, because I really love this bronzer, don't get me wrong, but I also want to use some other ones and I get a bit bored of it, so I thought beginning of 2019 is a good opportunity to just start Project Pan on a few products. So even though this wasn't my Project Pan, but at the time it was actually the only bronzer I had. In the meantime, I have a few other bronzers in my collection. Some of them are a bit smaller, so I might go for a few of them. And I will retire this one for a little bit. I will keep it though, because I definitely love it, and in summer it will get out again. Then foundation, we had quite good progress. This is the one from Lacura, that's Aldi brand. Last time we were here, now we are down here. And I think now, because the bottle gets a bit narrower, it should go actually even a bit quicker now to go down. And top concealer, you can see we hit massive pan. I really like this one, especially in comparison to this one. This one is really good. It's from Aldi, and this foundation just wears so well. I think it's supposed to be a copy of the Lancôme foundation, which you can get with the concealer on top, but I really like this one, the Illusion Touch. It's a bit of a shame about their shade range. They have literally 3 shades which all look pretty similar. I use the one Savannah 200 at the moment. I have a second one of these and I like it though. It's a really nice foundation, so if you are lucky to have the right skin color, I can really recommend this one, and it's really cheap. I think it's $5.99. They do only seem to have it seasonal in Aldi, so they get it back every now and then, but usually you can't get it constantly on the Aldi website. I do love it though. Then I also used this foundation a bit over the month of December. This is the Luminous Goddess Aura Cushion Foundation from Tony Moly. Really like this one. It's very pale, which is good because it's winter at the time. It doesn't look like it, but it actually comes on the face really pale. And I will leave in the Project Pan because I can't really guess how much is left in there, but it feels quite light now. So I guess it will be empty soon. So I might focus a bit on this at the beginning of January to just empty it up. But I will have 2 foundations in my Project Pan, which I'm happy with because you don't always feel like you want to use the same product at a day. Then what else did I have in my Project Pan this year? This one I didn't mention a few months, I think. I still have it though. I just scraped down the edges. This was Ain't That Sweet. It's a cream eyeshadow from e.l.f., which I use as an eyeshadow base. I used up quite a bit actually, because recently I played a lot. Like in December I eased up a bit with my little quads I tried to use up over the whole year. And I played around with my pigments a lot, and then I needed this as a base to stick them to. So I will continue using that. It's a nice product to use, especially as an eyeshadow base. So I'm happy with continuing using it. Then I had the Bare Minerals. This was the Matte Glow Mineral Veil Finishing Powder from Bare Minerals. I really wanted to use it over the December period because it has this Christmassy feel from it. I think it was actually last year's Christmas collection. Saying that though, it really looked good over the Aldi foundation, but somehow over the Tony Moly Cushion Foundation I couldn't really use it. It pulled really orange, so I went back to this one. This is also Bare Minerals Veil, but this one is the Hydrating Mineral Veil. And they do pull differently on the skin, which is quite interesting. I'll actually swatch it for you because they do look very similar in the, I can't say pan because it's a loose powder, but actually on the skin they pull quite different. Of course, one is matte and one is shimmer as well, so you can see the difference. This one pulls quite orange and this one doesn't. So if I use the cushion foundation, this one is better, and normal foundation, this one is okay to use. I will continue using these. I like them, and they will take probably quite a while to use up because, well, this one I can't really measure even because it's a silver pot, so you can't really see. But this one is 14 grams. Oh, yeah, 14. That's interesting. This one says it's 14 grams and this one is 24 grams. But the pot size is the same. That's interesting. I didn't actually realize before. But yeah, they will take ages to use up. Then the other primer I tried to use a bit this month is the Egg Pour one from... Is this from Tony Moly as well? It's a 20 gram one. Can't remember. I ordered it on YesStyle. It's pure silicone dimethicone. I didn't use it that often, to be honest, because most of the days I was actually quite fine without a primer at all. To be honest, I think once I used up all of my primers, I'm not sure if I will buy primers again, because this is a makeup routine step I'm happy to do without. I use them at the moment because I have quite a few in my collections, and I had quite a few coming into my collection via various beauty boxes and stuff, but I think I can do without. But let's go on, because the video is getting a bit long. Next one is my blush. This one I actually repressed. See, this is the one from Ciate, the Glow 2 Highlighter Pinch Me. Love this one, and we're nearly done actually. Last time when I repressed it, I actually took, there was like a grid underneath because it's one of these baked jelly formulas. I took that out and then repressed it in the pan like this. It looks a bit lumpy, but that's fine with me. It still looks good on the skin when you use it, and I really like this one. It's getting, look, really getting to the end now. It's getting really flat, and even in the repressing, if you can see it here, there, you can see I even hit already pan again. So this one I really like. I'm happy to use until it's completely finished, so I will roll this over to the beginning of 2019. And then the other products I used in December was firstly my Dior palette, not really part of Project Pan. I used this mostly over the Christmas time. I've had it for years, this one, to be honest. I really like it. What one is this one actually called? 5 colors. This is the Golden Snow one, 644. Really like this one, have it for many years. I don't know if you can see, there's quite a dip in the really pale pink. It's a very cool toned palette. I do just like it. I like it mostly to use in winter time, and despite being so many years old, it still works. I do need to clean it up though, as you can see. So I will do a makeup cleaning video, I guess, soon. I also used a lot this year the e.l.f. palette. I don't know if you can see. I did have to repress it, by the way. This one, this color I repressed, and this one because it fell down. This one, by the way, is a pain to open. I think it would be easier to open. I would use it much more often. But you know when you get ready in the morning and you just want to get quickly ready, and this closure is just too good. There's a big dip in this color. Big dip in this one. Big dip in the shimmery brown. I don't know if you can see, but I didn't hit pan. But there's a huge dip in them. So I will continue using it. I'm not sure, this color here I never really used. This is literally pretty much untouched, but I like to use these 4 around the color I don't use. I just really like them for an easy, simple makeup look. It just looks really, really nice. It's a good natural look, and I love it. So I will continue using it next year. This one I still didn't pan more colors in there. This is my Kiko Milano one. This is the Bright Quartet number 1. These are the baked eyeshadows, so they have like this grit underneath, and you can see on the gold one I hit huge pan. There's a, when I hold it like this, you can see the dips. They were all domed, so you can see there's a big dip in all of them. I did get a bit bored of them in between, and then I used this one again. Even though they're so similar, they look quite different on the eyes. I will continue using this one, I guess, until I properly finished it up. Not only hit pan, I'm happy to just use them up. Then my sticks. I did actually a new sheet now. I have still the brow pencil from Claudia Schiffer in the color Wolf. I don't like this one, but I will finish it up. So this one was the size when it was brand new. This is what I all used up in 2018, and now we are here. So when I look at it, it makes me quite upset because it will take me nearly a whole year to use up the rest, but let's see how we go. And then the eye pencil from Kiko Milano, which I only added late in 2018 in the color 1, and whoopsie, focus. I didn't use it much in December, I must say. This is like a goldish color. Here. I like it. I don't use it very often though. I was just not into eye pencils recently, so I marked it down. So you can see this is actually, even despite feeling that I used it much, I did use fairly similar amount than the month before, and we have still loads to go, as you can see. And now we get to the products I will actually add into Project Pan for 2019. So all the products you just saw here in the background, they will stay because they are my daily makeup routine and I'm happy to continue using them, but we need to add a few because there were quite a few empties as well. So firstly, I will add a new setting spray. This is from LOV Cosmetics, Perfectitude 3-in-1 Prime and Fix Spray. This one is quite interesting. So it's a 50 ml size. I started to use it a few days ago, so I marked it now where we are today when I stand it down. It smells a bit chemically, to be honest. I do like the sprayer on it. It's a very, very fine mist and it seems to work well as a setting spray. So I'm very happy using that one. By the way, this is my last setting spray. I do not have any backups. So wish me luck because I might live without setting spray in future. I'm also adding a new perfume. This was in one of the Advent Christmas calendars. This was the Marks & Spencer's one, Shea and Blue, Black Tulip. And I started to use it already a week ago because the other one was empty, and we're here now and we're happy to use it up. I also will add some more primers, so I have a bit more choice instead of only that silicone one from Tony Moly. This one was also one of the, I think, a beauty box or Christmas advent calendars, I don't know. In Transit Camera Close-Up from This Works. This is Mask, Moisturizer and Primer in one, 20 ml. We will use it. And also, this was in a recent beauty box. I think it was in the Birchbox. Professional from Benefit, tiny one. It's the pearl version, the pearl primer. Only 3 ml. That should be empty fairly quickly, so happy to use that up. Then I will also add some eye products. I will add this grey eyeshadow stick. This is actually from Poundland, but I do like it. It's not bad. It's not the best one when it comes to longevity, but color-wise, look at this. This is a really nice grey eyeshadow stick. I will see how I go with that one, and I might use it as a primer. And the next one I also want to use up. This one is from Too Faced. It's really old. This was supposed to be 24 hours, and to be honest, this one is so long wearing. I show you the color. It's like a bronzy tone. This one lasts forever. But it's getting really old, which is why I will put it in my Project Pan. I did, by the way, put it down here. So this is the Too Faced one where we're now, and this is the grey eyeshadow stick from NYX. The Too Faced one, I remember when I got it, it must have been that long. It was super long, but it is getting old, so it needs to go. Next one on the list, you can see already, I'm also adding a Kiko lipstick. I don't know if I added that one before, I can't remember, but it was suddenly in my daily box and not on my list, so I wrote it down now. This is like a goldish sheen color. It smells very nice, like vanilla, but I also appreciate it's getting old now. It's over a year old. So I will put it in my Project Pan to just use as a lip balm or something. And new mascara, of course, because we decluttered and we emptied one. I will take another small one. I want to get rid of a lot of my small mascaras. And I will use the Ciate Wonder Wand up next. I really like the packaging. I use it since a few days now already because the other one was empty, and I do like it so far. Very happy with it. I will also add some lip products because when you watch my empties video, I recently emptied a liquid lipstick, which I didn't even realize it was that close to getting empty because I used it every now and then when I had it in my handbag. So I went through my other lip products and all of these will get empty soon, so I decided to add them to my project pan because I also quite enjoy these colors at the moment in winter time, to just use them. There are 3 ColourPop ones. Let me actually read. What's the names? Sorry. They're all the old Ultra Satin lips. They were in a set, by the way. This one is Echo Park. Then we have Schnuckrums or Schnuckums and Barracuda. So all of them I really enjoy. I'm happy to put in my project pan though as well, because they are getting low now and I'm happy to just use them up. And I also will put this one in my project pan, Pixie by Petra. Honey Sheen. This is like a focus. It's like a lip lift. It's tingling a bit on your lips. I think it's one of these things which are supposed to make your lips bigger, which it doesn't really do, but it looks really nice as a lip gloss, so I'm happy to use it. Oh my gosh, I'm not focusing today. Okay, that's it for me for project. Oh, actually, one more product. I'll actually also, add in my project pan highlighting powder. This one is Starlight Glow from e.l.f. I used it over the party season now, before Christmas time, and I do like it because it's not like your full-on highlighter, and I really like using it at the moment. So I thought, okay, why not? Let's put it in project pan. If I'm so keen on it at the moment, I will put it into my daily makeup routine, set up my little box with my daily makeup stuff, and we're going from there. Let's see how far I get with it. That's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.